Today we have a new addition to our garden. This is a Kishu Mandarin. We're going to plant it up today. This is the location we're going to plant our citrus tree, and it is directly beside our owari. This is the other mandarin tree that's putting on just a prolific amount of flowers right now. With the location inside the greenhouse here, we're going to pull back all of the mulch, expose the dirt. We're going to dig a hole, and I'll show you what I do with my citrus when they come potted. I don't take them out and pot them in directly as they are. I do remove actually quite a bit of the soil from these pots, and then I plant them directly in the ground with a mix of sand, peat moss, and some perlite. With our container, what you sometimes find when they come is that they've got this very large wood chip at the top. So all I do is I remove that simply by turning over the container, and we just let it all fall out. Now the big thing is that with the soil mixes that citrus usually come in, they do have wood mulch finely ground in with their mix here, and so I find that it causes more root issues, so I try to remove almost all of it before I get planting in the ground. Press on the sides to loosen the soil. Once I feel like it's loose enough, I'm just going to tip it over. There we go. So those roots look beautiful. They're young, they're not circling around the pot yet. So what I'm going to do is gently remove as much soil as I can. Because this tree hasn't been in a pot very long, it's nice. The soil just comes off really easily. So as much as possible, I'm going to try to remove some of the largest pieces of wood. Carefully try to extract it from the roots. It might seem a little scary wanting to do this, but I'll tell you, it will make your tree so much happier in the end when you get all this mulch off and the roots can extend out into proper soil. This Kishu Mandarin is zones 9 through 11. Here, coastal BC, I've realized that our zone has increased. We went from a zone 8B, and it now says that we're a zone 9. There's lots of areas still in the lower mainland where you could still be considered a zone 8B or colder. Where I am, it is a bit warmer, and also in our yard we do have quite a few little microclimates, which makes some pockets where I live kind of a bit more of a heat trap, so we can actually grow some more sensitive plants easier. But this one here, because I still don't fully trust that we're a true zone 9, I'm going to be planting it in the greenhouse. Although the owari, because it's a zone, I think 8 to 11, it could be planted outdoors. It's a lot more cold tolerant, but I like the fact of keeping it in my greenhouse, and I don't have to share the fruit with my raccoons, who I'm sure would be more than delighted to have their fill of this. Okay, there we go. I've taken out quite a bit. I feel really good about what I've removed. So now we're going to go ahead, dig the hole, and then we're going to get this beautiful little tree planted in the ground. Okay, so next I'm going to take some sand and I'm going to throw that down in the hole, and I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of peat moss and perlite. Mix in a little peat moss in there. So now we're just going to place and figure out how we want our tree to sit. Now we're just going to place our soil mix into the hole, and we're going to keep adding until we are nice and high, but we don't want to be above the graft union. We're going to take what came off the roots and came from on top of the container, and I'm going to layer it on top as a mulch. You never want to lose the fertilizers or any of the nutrients that come from mulch, so always add it on top once you're done planting in your hole. And now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and water it in. So now let's add in our mulch layer and we're all done. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys were able to see how easy it is to plant citrus, and I hope you do give it a try yourself. They are so rewarding to have in your landscape or kept in a pot. And if you're choosing ones like mandarins, you will not be disappointed by their yield or their taste, and what an exciting fruit to have available during the coldest months here in the Lower Mainland. Well, until next time, no matter what you grow, I hope you grow what you love.